Nah, do what you were just doing. Do it for the camera. My man's was out here nay-naying. I'm going to hit the whip. Now watch me nay-nay. Oh, happy Jersey Friday. Here we are with another episode of The Chase. I'm your host, Troy LeCastro, alongside David Yarger. Thank you for waking up with us. David, how are you?
Lovely. I actually got 8 hours of sleep last night for once in my life.
Is that why you're hitting that nay-nay?
I'm energetic today, so let's just put it that way. 8 hours of sleep do me good.
Speaking of energetic, Meerkat, did you have your Meerkat juice? How you doing over there?
Meerkat juice is piping hot. We're feeling great, baby. Back in the studio.
Love it. It is Jersey Friday, so let's do a little round table because pretty much everybody participated today, which I'm proud of everybody. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not mad at you. I'm disappointed. But who do you got on?
So Kawhi Leonard, Buffalo Braves, also with sponsor Bumble on the jersey. So.
All right, we'll be swiping right onto the next cat here. Who are you wearing over there?
We are rocking the future of the Buffalo Bills, Isaiah Hodgson's neon orange Beavers jersey. Go OK State, baby.
Love that for you. Dave Stevens, who you can't see on the ones and twos right now, a Luke Kuechly black Nike Panthers jersey. Love to see it. And last but not least, here I am wearing my Orlando 01 XFL jersey, a champion jersey, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why that deserved the ladder noise. I don't think it did. Okay, well, why don't you take us into the weekend? I need some motivation for a busy weekend here, so why don't you help me out, please?
Yes, of course. Big weekend, got to stay hydrated out there, but let's get motivated first. Think big and don't listen to people who tell you it can't be done. Life's too short to think small. That's from Tim Ferriss.
Life's too short to bet the under.
Exactly.
There you go, Troy LeCastro.
YOLO.
YOLO. Good morning to the chat here. Bloomy's in here. Ding, ding, ding. He's wearing bells and whistles. Wahoo's in here. Good morning. Chat, who is the mystery celebrity guest? That's right. We have a mystery celebrity guest. We're teasing it a little bit, but obviously you'll see it later in the show. But place your bets. You're killing everybody's
That was
ears out
loud.
here, man. Come on. Herb's back. Who else is in here? Dino, Netminder, good morning to all of you. Thank you for joining us.
Shout out PJG1286, first time watching live.
First
Love to
time.
have you.
First time
Thank you.
caller, long time listener.
Yeah.
Thanks, PJ. Appreciate ya, brother. But so you know what? It's a good show to tune in for the first time because we are stacked. Let's see what we got going here. If you don't mind, we've got two new releases that are going to be hitting shelves. One on the racetrack, one on the gridiron. So make sure you are sticking with us for that. And what missing an entire season could mean for a top NBA draft picks hobby value. Also, in basketball news, an NBA Hall of Famer is calling out some fake autos of himself that he found. Plus, we have Tyler Santiago of Santiago Sports is going to join us, and we're going to talk about his rise in the hobby. Looking forward to that one. And last, but certainly not least, I had just mentioned we got a celebrity guest who's going to break with us. We're not ruining it yet, though. Shh. I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you. But what we are going to tell you, we're going to tell you what is releasing today.
Yes.
So, David, why don't you get us rolling with that, please, sir?
Absolutely. We're going to make some left turns, and today we have the 2022 Panini Chronicles Racing Hobby Box. So here, you're going to get 8 cards per pack, 6 packs per box. This is going to include 3 autographs per box, as well as 1 piece of memorabilia. So, first off, this product features all of the top drivers across multiple fan-favorite brands to give collectors numerous sets of parallels to hunt for. So, hey, look at that. That was Kyle Busch. That was awesome. Daniel Suarez. What is that? A Denny Hamlin? Yes, you gotta love Denny Hamlin. Ryan Blaney, just awesome. That was like an Eminem Kyle Busch too. That was sick. I think I saw Dale Jr. there too. Awesome. You gotta love the racing cards.
You get awesome relics, too. You don't have to worry about, like, napkin patches, because your napkin patch is going to be, like, a piece of a fire suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Fire suit, tire, you name it. All right, next up, we've got 2022 Leaf Metal Draft Football. For the first time, Leaf Metal Football is being supercharged with the addition of the very top college football future draftees that will add substantial long-term value to this already popular release. It will feature the top 2022 draft picks and elite college stars. There's 1 pack per box, 10 cards per pack. There's 9, count them, 9 autos per box, and 1 autographed pre-production slab proof in this product.
Beauty. And just a quick reminder. Hit Parade came out with their autographed Tom Brady exclusive. Got a lot of great Tom Brady merch in there. Comes out today. So make sure you guys are checking that out on the DA Card World website. Get your Brady merch. Remember, we had Patrick on a couple weeks ago, so he showed us the product.
He did, yeah. If you want to watch that or any past episodes, make sure you're going to the DA Card World YouTube over there and check that out. He'll have the description of what is going to be in those products, but that's live now on dacardworld.com.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Next up.
Yes. So as we... sorry, we got a little...
You're fine.
So as we look towards the hobby, we're going to start in Oklahoma City, where the Thunder got some bad news a couple days ago.
Yep.
Number 2 pick of the NBA draft, Chet Holmgren, will miss the entirety of the 22-23 season after he suffered a Lisfranc injury to his right foot. This injury happened recently at a Pro-Am game that he was playing in. It's really a tough bounce for this OKC team, who is depending on their star rookie to come in and play a huge role in their rebuild. So, I don't know, guys. How do you guys feel this affects his card values as we move forward into the season?
Do you mind if I go first?
Go for it, bud.
All right, thank you. So, I guess my stance on this, real quickly, would be maybe we have a Joe Burrow situation. And what I say by that is, if you guys remember Joe Burrow, tearing his ACL in his rookie season, he got through the first handful of weeks, ended up not playing the rest of the season. Now, I think his cards took a little bit of a dip during that time, but not too much, because I think people were still investing in him and buying in him, wondering what was going to happen the sophomore season, what was going to happen the following. I feel like that could be the same case for Chet Holmgren. I feel like people will still be able to buy his cards a little bit cheaper, but will still invest, will still continue to try to build a collection of his. That way, when he does come out in his sophomore, rookie, whatever you want to call it, with an asterisk, when he comes out in that season, people are already harboring these cards. Because obviously, I'm assuming he's going to be live in all these products and all these Panini NBA products. So his stuff is going to be out there, right? So I think people are going to gather it up, try to collect it, and then, of course, see what happens when he comes out next year, kind of like people did with Joe Burrow.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. Meerkat, what do you got on the topic?
So I agree with the Burrow take there, where it's not going to be like a crazy reaction in the market, a huge drop in his prices because of the level of prospect he is, how exciting he is and was in summer league so far. But you have to be worrying about a guy who's already being called lanky, a bit frail heading into the league. Ligament damage on a body that big, it's concerning moving forward for sure. And when you look at the market right now, there hasn't been an insane reaction, but if you look at like his big kahuna auto, one of the super short print inserts out of Bowman U, his auto out of 150 on August 21st went for 385. This morning, 285. So you're seeing a pretty big drop off there. And then with his 2022 Topps Now Bowman next card, out of 10, a PSA 9. We actually had the same card sell twice this week. Out of the 5 out of 10, PSA 9 Pop 1 on August 22nd went for 526, and then last night for 450. So the same card seeing a $75-ish drop off in less than a week.
Still not as bad as I would have thought, right?
Yeah. I was, expecting maybe a crazy reaction from the market. We see 50% slashes in his prices, but it's right now people are still hesitant.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case going forward. Still hesitant, but not too bad, because even though you said wear and tear on the body and already be called lanky, he's still a top draft pick, and I feel like everybody always has high hopes for him.
And I mean, it's happened in the NBA before. You look at like Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, they all missed their rookie year. So it's happened in the NBA, but I do agree with all your takes. I do think you'll be able to get Chet a little bit cheaper now, that he's not going to be playing his rookie year. But, hey, there's still the potential.
There it is. Thank you guys for your input. Really appreciate that. So Wednesday was the big release of Spider-Man Metal Universe, if you recall, and we had Justin Underwood of Spidey Hits on the show to discuss it. Well, afterwards, Underwood ripped open the product and pulling straight bangers that he got from DA Card World. To give you an idea, we put together a little clip from the first box that he opened. This was just the first box. So here's some of the hits here. And then we'll show you Pete from the lounge after that. So could we roll the clip of Spidey Hits, please?
For a sketch card, these are not easy to hit anymore. And we definitely have full color, and I see Spider-Man webs, my friends. I see Spider-Man webs. Oh my goodness, guys. Boom, we got a Spidey sketch. This is our first big Spidey hit. I am so happy. Look at that, everybody. Wow. Wow, and it's not quite full body, but it is full enough for me. I love when you have full background. We even have some webbing here. Like, man, look at that. Spidey sketch. Oh, everybody's going to hate me. I mean, everybody is going to hate me. Because look, what is this? We got a freaking comic cut, my friends, of Amazing Spider-Man #6. We got another hit, another big insert. This is number 12 out of 40. We got a full sketch card and a comic clipping, 4 Grandioses, a number parallel, 2 Palladiums in one box. What is this? Boom, we have Mr. Sinister. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that looks really orange to me. That looks really orange. Why would that matter? Because an orange is numbered out of 25, and this is the Omega of Mr. Sinister High Series in the orange. How did we just do this? How do we hit a comic cut, a sketch, 4 Grandioses, gold, 2 Palladiums, a pink out of 75, and an orange out of 25 in the Omega of Mr. Sinister? I should just stop while I'm ahead. I should just not open the other boxes.
I loved that reaction from Justin. That was amazing. And honestly, I loved that Mr. Sinister Omega, the orange there. That was incredible. But he was not outdone by our breaker, Pete. Pete had himself a hell of a pack break. This was for one person who bought into the break. They had 2 packs in a pack stack. It was a random pack break. Can we please show that, Stevens?
And we have a Venom sketch card. A Venom sketch card.
I had the mic. I'm sorry. I was thinking we could do that.
There we go. A Venom sketch card. Super sick right there. A 1-of-1 sketch card for Venom. A very cool one there. Venom sketch card on release day. And a PMG for Aunt May. So there you go. That is going to be number 210. A PMG for Aunt May. So there you go. Daniel R. with a killer stack. PMG Aunt May out of 10. A super stack for Daniel R. Stack 5. There you go. PMG green out of 10. 8 of 10 for Aunt May.
So obviously a huge congratulations there to Daniel M., who I can't believe that was one stack. That was just absolutely wild. So obviously we saw some huge hits from Spidey, who bought his product here at DA Card World, and then of course our own breakers. Some unbelievable stuff. So definitely a product to keep an eye on and maybe get some packs to rip for yourself. But Steve, he went through the trouble of pulling a clip for me of his best hit from last week. So I gotta give Steve his due. So why don't we play this clip real quick for Steve, just for you, buddy.
Just to put the cards on, and let's get to it, Food. Good luck. Obsidian, oh my gosh, right off the bat? Are you kidding me, Pood? How about a Cristiano Ronaldo Color Blast? Right off the bat for you, Pooh. Right off the bat, Cristiano Ronaldo. I know him. A beautiful card right there for you. Ronaldo, that's a one-touch. That's a one-touch. Cristiano Ronaldo, Obsidian Color Blast. I don't know how we top that. I don't know how we top that rest of the break, but Ronaldo's gonna sit here and he's gonna watch the rest of this break. Unbelievable! What a start!
Nice hit, Steve. Moving on, Beckett recently announced it has officially launched the Beckett Vault. The Vault is going to offer a secure storage solution for collectibles in a climate-controlled, insured facility. It's going to be protected by 24-hour security as well, so that helps. Items stored in the Vault can be viewed anywhere in the world from the palm of a user's hands. With high-res images of cards, comics, memorabilia, it's all going to be available instantaneously. Beckett CEO and our good friend Kunal Chopra said, "The Beckett Vault is the union of our company's best virtues, a passion for collectibles, a focus on trust and integrity, and our vision for what this industry can become. Collectors will be able to submit items to the Vault, safeguard them in a state-of-the-art facility, and in time, seamlessly transact on our platform. This is the future of the industry, and we're proud to be pioneering it. Come Vault with us. Love, Kunal."
So an NBA Hall of Famer and sharpshooter Ray Allen, Jesus Shuttlesworth, you guys know him. He's calling out some people in the hobby after he noticed fake signatures of his roaming the intergoogles, the interwebs. Apparently, there were some jerseys being sold on eBay with a forged auto of Allen. Allen said, quote, "A friend of mine sent me these pictures of my jerseys autographed and for sale online. The one thing they got right was that it's a signed jersey, but here's what they got wrong. I did not sign it. These signatures are not mine." Now, prices for these fraudulent ranged from $100 to $300. Allen expressed his disappointment in the sales and advised collectors to be alert while on the market. Jesus Shuttlesworth also added, quote, "If you are an autograph collector, make sure that you only buy your memorabilia from reputable sources that give you a certification that the autograph is authentic. It is a real shame that people are taking advantage of people in this way. Most autograph seekers are real fans. They deserve better."
Oof, Ray Allen speaking out. Speaking of criminal activity, an Ohio man is in some hot water. He was charged on 2 counts of theft after he stole $87,800 worth of cards from Gizmo's sports cards at the National. These charges carry a maximum sentence of 10 to 20 years in the can in prison. Wow. Okay. The incident occurred on July 30th in Atlantic City when the man picked out 29 cards, which included a 1956 Topps Mickey Mantle card valued at $20,000, a 55 Roberto Clemente rookie valued at $16,000, a 55 Sandy Koufax rookie card valued at $10,000, and several other Mantle and Clemente cards. Before cutting a deal on the cards, the man asked if he could give them to his son to kind of just look over and check out for a few. So, after an hour or so, the man had to go check on the guy because the cards hadn't returned. So, at that time, Rick Giddings texted the man. Rick Giddings was the guy who was making the deal. Texted the man and asked him where he was. The man then said he would contact Giddings in the morning. Giddings then checked the 2 boxes that the man left at his booth labeled $50,000. There wasn't $50,000 in the 2 boxes. There were actually $500 each in $1 bills. Yikes. At the moment, Giddings has not recovered the cards, but is happy with the results of the charges. He said in a post, "I want to see him charged and prosecuted so that he doesn't do this to other dealers."
Justice was served, and somebody might be spending some time in the Gray Bar Hotel, as one of my teachers used to tell me. We have made it to the guest portion of our show, and I'm very excited about this one. Today, we have our guy, Tyler Santiago of Santiago Sports. I was lucky enough to briefly meet him at the National, gave him my card, and I said, hey, we want you on the show. And here you go. So he's amassed quite the following on social media, and today we're going to get his journey from the beginning to where he is now. So standing by right now, without further ado, I don't know if he really needs an introduction, but I gave him one anyways. So there's the man, the myth, the legend. Tyler, good morning. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? I just woke up like 15 minutes ago, so here we go.
Jeez. You're ready to go. You look pretty, I'm not going to lie, you look pretty spry and ready for only waking up 15 minutes ago, so kudos.
I'm pretty used to this. I got right after this shop, meaning a couple of my boys were going up to New York for the East Coast National, so today's going to be a busy day.
Yeah, when are you never not busy anymore?
There's like a show every weekend. It's nuts.
It's all right. It keeps you young, right? As if you're not young enough already.
I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's still, there's only like a week or two left in summer, so I'm trying to enjoy it.
Listen, hey, I totally get that. We're trying to do the same thing here. So first off, you just had a grand reopening of your second store, I believe.
Yeah, so the store in Collingswood, we redid it completely. It used to be a coffee shop, and you don't need much room for a coffee shop. It wasn't like the kind of one you go down, like a Starbucks, you go down, sit down, order some food and coffee. So what we did was, it was only like this little, maybe 250 square feet, like square basically, with the bar, and we put up some slab walls, shelves on the other side, and bargain boxes. So it was like a closet. So we had our grand opening there like almost a year ago. I want to say about 10 months ago. And so what we did there is we blew out that wall, because we have like a nice, it's not like really wide, but it's like a narrow, straight rectangle. So we blew out those walls, moved the bathroom, and it went from like about 250 square feet to 900 from front to back. So we put in, similar to my Mattawan store, like a lounge area in front, and then we were able to put in showcase all along to make like an L essentially. And I don't know, we just made it more welcoming, and actually you can have a decent amount of people in there now. So that was pretty fun for adding it in there and having people there.
Yeah, because I'm sure you want that vibe where people aren't just coming in, grabbing stuff and cashing out. You want that, that feel where people can come, hang out, and just shoot the breeze with other collectors and things like that.
Exactly. That's one of my goals. I want people to enjoy it, or even if it's just parents bringing up their kids. Parents don't really want to be there. They sit on the couch and let their kid do their thing.
Yeah. I remember working at our local card stores here. It was the same type of deal, and I always loved that feeling.
Absolutely. And so take us back to the beginning. How did collecting become a part of your life? I see you got a lot of collectibles behind you.
So my dad, basically, he's been doing it his whole life, and he still does it to a certain extent. He's actually going to a card show in Wildwood, New Jersey with my brother. So we're going to be spread out this weekend across like tri-state for the most part. But he got me into it from a young age. He used to push me and my twin brother around in a stroller when we were kids around like the local card shows and whatnot. So a lot of the dealers that have literally known me since I was a baby and have seen me grow in like the hobby and stuff. But he got me into it. And then as we got older, he'd give us a couple bucks here and there. He never gave me more than $10 to $20 at a show to spend to buy stuff. So one of the things I always see in the hobby is, oh, daddy's money or whatever, and that always makes me laugh, because I never really had that. When I think of my parents giving people money, it's like $300-400 to go buy a hobby box. Now that's like, it's hard to buy a hobby box for that, but that's how I got into it. Thanks to my dad.
That's great. Yeah, humble beginnings is what people don't understand. It's a lot more hard work than they notice. So that brings me to, I was wondering, tell us, how did you start Santiago Sports, and, how did it become an LLC and an actual business?
So I started Santiago Sports in, it was just an Instagram page me and my brother made in 2012. We literally made it like right after Christmas or whatever. If you scroll all the way down my Instagram page, you'll see the date of the first post. I think it was January 1st, 2013. So I knew I made it like a couple days before that. My first post was like a Cam Newton, like I think it's the Leaf certified RPA, which is probably not worth much anymore. But in that time, it was a big card. But yeah, we started then doing shows and everything. And the reason I started the page was I saw this kid. It was like Sports Card 777, and he's not on there anymore. He had like a history past with like apparently scamming or whatever. But I saw him posting cards, and I'm like, fuck it, I might as well make my own page. And I went for it and made it. And then it's just grown. And people don't realize to grow like that, it has to be like organic. I never bought followers or anything. I know plenty of pages, or see plenty of pages that have a suspect like following or whatever, but that's how we got started on there. And then obviously from there you bring it out to other outlets.
And now, like, we're talking about you starting the business. Obviously, there's a lot of people in this hobby that want to get into it, that want to, expand their realms in the hobby. What advice would you give to people that are looking to become influencers or just part of the hobby?
So I would say if you want to make it, I'll answer this question in a couple ways. If you want to do it as a business, I would say you just got to do it. Like, you just got to be full force into it. You also got to make connections, talk to people, be respectful, and you can't really go anywhere without your connections and your. And I think the most important thing is your excuse me. It's your reputation and everything. Your reputation's everything, because once you have a bad reputation, it's hard to go back in time and fix that or change your reputation. So I think that's the most important thing. And I've been doing it so long, even though I'm not. I mean, I'm pretty young for what I'm doing, but people know me. Like that's just how it is. The more you know people, and the longer you talk to people. But just getting into the hobby in general, I feel like, I don't know. You just got to look into things like watch, observe, watch breaks, go on eBay, look up your favorite players, see what kind of market they're in, how much their autograph is, low end, high end, all that stuff. You got to observe more than anything and just take in information. Go on YouTube, watch the blogs. There are certain people I wouldn't watch for people getting into it. I'm not gonna name names, but it's tough. You really got to be like, you just gotta observe for the most part.
Do you think, I mean, what's your take on it? It seems like everybody's trying to get into the content game now and within the hobby, and everybody's trying to have a page in that. Do you welcome those kind of things? Because I know the hobby is pretty inclusive for the most part. So do you like the expansion that everybody's trying to get into the content game, or do you think it's almost getting a little overcrowded, oversaturated?
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting into it. I will say, with it being so saturated, though, you can spot, like the bullshit stuff from like the stuff that is like actually like valuable. Like I say most of the newer people in the hobby, and I don't have a problem with them, but you can tell who's new and who's not based on their content. Because I feel like the newer people are more up like making stuff like the TikTok way or whatever, and it's just like corny and stuff. And I don't really like the corny stuff to a certain extent. It gets like, I don't know, it's like hard for me to watch sometimes, and I try not to pay attention to it. And honestly, I don't really watch many other people's content. I'm busy. I'm doing my own stuff. I post my videos, and I don't even watch my videos until they're on sometimes. I'll just put it on in the store and barely pay attention to it as, taking care of people. But there's definitely like, you can definitely see who's new and who's not. And the newer people, I feel like, are on the same kind of stuff. They only really touch the stuff from the last, since 2019, like Zion rookie year kind of stuff. Or maybe they might go back to Mahomes or whatever. But you can tell a lot by like a person's inventory to a certain extent, how long they've been into it. I don't know. That's just how I feel and how I look at it.
And then over the last couple of years, we've really seen a boom in the hobby. Where do you personally see the hobby in the next 5 years?
Shit. Hopefully, I think it's still going to be fine with Fanatics taking over and stuff. The only thing that I'm worried about is I've been open 2 years in my Mattawan location. I have zero allocation from distributors, zero allocation from Topps, Panini, Fanatics. I'm waiting on all that, and I talked to all of them, and it's just I don't really know. I know I'll be good one day, but it's kind of like worrying to me as like a hobby shop owner. One day it'll come. I don't know when, but it's tough. But hobby shop wise, I'm hoping, like what I'm hearing from Luber and these Fanatics people, is that they're really going to take care of hobby shops, and hobby shops are still going to be a backbone of the hobby, because that's where you can go and experience opening a pack, looking at all these cards and stuff, instead of, I don't know, say, go to your Fanatics store at a Giants game, a New York Giants game or something, and they got some packs. That's not an experience, I don't feel like, and stuff like that. I feel like they want to streamline it more to consumers and stuff, but I'm hoping it's a little more direct to consumers to an extent, but they don't take the hobby aspect out of it and just make it regular, like retail kind of stuff. That's my biggest worry, but I think it'll be even more popular.
Yeah, very. Hobby is a very multifaceted thing. It's not just one way. You're right. There's so much more to it. It's an experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know though, in terms of experience, you being a hobby shop owner and where you are now, what's one or two of your favorite things that you think opportunities that you've been afforded because you're in this line of work and have been growing?
Well, I've got to meet some very cool people. Shout out to Fitterman Sports. He has his autograph show this weekend. And let me tell you, there's like 4 big shows this weekend. There's Fitterman show, which is mostly just Texas. There's Burbank. There's the East Coast National right by me. And then I think there's another big show in Denver. So, I mean, like, there's really no bad choice this weekend. But I've met some really good people thanks to Fitterman. I mean, he has Ric Flair again this week, and I met Flair. I've met Undertaker. Barry Sanders I'm wearing a Barry Sanders shirt right now. That's my guy. I've met him a few times. So that stuff's really cool. And then I met a lot of other just, people that I can call friends in the hobby and stuff. I was just out with a couple of my boys last night that are from Long Island, but now they're living down the Jersey Shore, and I met them because of cards, and it's just stuff like that's pretty cool. So that's definitely the best thing, like these relationships that I've formed with friends. And then Barry Sanders recognized me when I saw him at the National, which is pretty cool because that's the GOAT right there.
Yeah, I got to say, very jealous of the Barry Sanders shirt. Big vintage guy myself, but you and I can have that conversation another day for sure.
Yeah, and now,
I got a question.
What's up?
Your XFL shirt, is that OG, like 0102 era? Nice. I love that. I'm excited for the XFL, man.
Champion, baby. I know. I'm looking forward to it too, especially The Rock being involved. So I feel like it actually has the potential to be something this time around.
I mean, I'm hoping so. I think they had obviously COVID ended it, but I think they were doing pretty good right before COVID ended it. I had the beer snake. I'll never forget that video. That was pretty cool. But XFL should be dope, especially with The Rock.
Yeah, man, they had some viral moments the first time around. So yeah, I think with the integration of The Rock in the front office there, I think it has the potential. So I'll definitely be looking forward to it. And
I know obviously you've been ripping some stuff lately. What product has been hot for you lately, card wise?
Well, Selects came out this week. We haven't pulled anything too crazy. Honestly, I know people don't really like the unlicensed stuff, but Leaf Pop Century has been pretty cool. The new one, 2022, even 2021, I still have some of. But I don't know. I'm not a Game of Thrones guy, but last night we had a guest breaker in there, just talking to people, and we pulled a Kit Harington autograph numbered 4, like a green ice or whatever. There's so many parallels in there, but that was pretty cool. I knew who he was, but I don't watch it. There's also a Beyonce relic, which is pretty dope. Beyonce's Beyonce. And then I forget what else. Like the chase in there is like Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. But I feel like Leaf Pop Century is usually a pretty good value with what you can get in there. I think it's a cool product overall. I like that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's very underrated because I'm a big pop culture guy too. So yeah, you see the Pop Century, some of the names you could pull out of there is just fascinating. I'm like, how did they get these people to sign? So it's cool product.
It's interesting like the Soprano autos. People love the Sopranos and like the whole, like Italian thing. I mean, I'm Italian. I never really watched Sopranos that much, but like Ray Liotta's in there from Good Guys and stuff. Anything like that, like if I pull it or I buy it, people are on me for it. If it'll go in a live sale like that, like I don't know, people really enjoy that stuff.
Yeah, as much as sports cards is the king, it's like, you know, entertainment and that, nothing to sneeze at for sure.
Would love a nice James Gandolfini auto.
Oh, I got one at the National. Yep, those are expensive.
Oh, I could only imagine what you had to pick that one up for sure.
I got a good price on it, surprisingly.
Good. Well, it might be that they recognize your face, so they gave you, you know, they're like, all right.
I mean, you never know what a card show, like it's set up, you never know what's going to walk up to you. Walking around, you never know what you're going to find. But when you're in one spot and people come to you, they obviously have an intention of something, like, you know, that's why I enjoy it. That came up to me, and that was not a card I was expecting to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's what the National's all about there, really, honestly.
Yeah, you can get so much random stuff at the National. That's what I discovered. So.
Yeah.
So,
Great.
you know, before we let you go, obviously we know you have a huge social media following, but where can the viewers find you on social media?
So Instagram's the one that I use the most, at Santiago_sports_. TikTok is the same. YouTube, just look up Santiago Sports. You could search stuff on Google. It'll link you to anything. We have a link tree. We do our own podcast once a week, the Santiago Show. We just started that. I think we're going on episode 8 that we're recording next week. Other than that, I mean, pretty much find us anywhere. And if you want to shop at our shops, 419 Route 34, Mattawa, New Jersey. It's about 45 minutes from New York City, an hour from Philly. And the Collingswood shops, 579 Haddon Ave in Collingswood, New Jersey, right outside, like literally 10 minutes outside of Philly. So if you're in the South Jersey, Philly area, definitely stop by. And fun fact, Bryce Harper gets his haircuts across the street from the shop, so we might run into him.
Ooh.
See, there you go. That's just a little added bonus. You go to see Harper get a haircut, you stay for the Santiago Sports store and hanging out there.
You never know. A lot of Eagles players get their haircuts there too, but I'm not there enough to know who.
So yeah, you just got to keep it. You got to have it on a swivel. You never know who you'll see. Tyler, I want to thank you so much, brother. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What'd you say?
No, I said if you're a grapher, Santiago Sports 2 might be a spot for you if you're an Eagles or just a Phillies fan in general.
There you go. Just got to hang out around it just to see who comes by. So for sure. Hey man, this is great. I feel like we were only able to delve in a little bit, so we'd love to have you back on. I'd love to talk to you more about everything you got going on and just, you know, your collection too. But appreciate you waking up for us this morning.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me on, guys.
No problem, brother.
Thanks,
we
man.
will talk to you later. Enjoy the East Coast National and enjoy the continued success you're going to have with the store and everything else. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk soon for sure.
All right, sounds good.
Absolutely.
Have a good weekend, brother. So, we're going to move from one legend to another legend. It's the moment you guys have all been waiting for. We've been teasing it on our social media for days. You're like, who did they break with? Who did they break with? Who did they break with? Well, let me tell you, none of you guessed right.
You all suck.
Not a one of you had the right answer. But I think that's okay because we want to go for shock value. So, without further ado, this is the time in the show where we do the box rip giveaway, but we're not doing it today.
Nope.
We got a very special guest to help us. So how about we roll it, baby? Check
Let's
this
go.
out. Another break, and David and I have a very special guest to help us out this time. Celebrity boxing, world's worst cooks in America, Dancing with the Stars competitor. Oh, and not to mention a figure skating champion, Tonya Harding.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. This is exciting.
Now, have you ever done anything like this before?
I have never done a reveal.
So this is the first time.
First time.
So you're seeing it here first on the
Yeah.
Chase. We get to do this.
This is awesome.
Yeah, she's gonna help us open up some Hit Parade hockey pucks. So are you a hockey fan?
I like hockey.
Yeah?
I do.
I mean, kind of goes hand in hand, right? A little bit.
I used to actually work with the Winterhawks when I was young on off ice training.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
yeah, so you
cool.
got that deep background with the hockey
Yeah.
there. All right, so we're gonna do some teamwork here. I'll open it up. I'll open up the boxes for you, and then the overhead camera, it's nice there for you. We'll reveal, and we can show off the players.
Awesome.
And the
Sounds
best thing
great.
is somebody is taking away all these pucks. We're gonna give them away to our viewers,
Nice.
so they'll get to see some good ones here, hopefully.
Awesome.
All right.
So as Troy is opening up the box, I gotta ask, what are you up to nowadays?
About 120. Could have been a little bit better.
David,
but,
you know
hey.
you never ask a woman's weight like that. That's terrible.
What are you doing nowadays?
Awful, David.
You know what, Troy? Just open the box, please.
I do cameo for people, which is really fun and exciting, and I get to be able to be part of people's lives, and that's really exciting. And then I am a mom, and I've been homeschooling our son for the last 2 years, and being able to be out in the wilderness and teach him the basics in life and the things and gardening and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun, and just trying to stay in shape in case something ever comes back along.
There you go.
Now, is your son into any sort of collecting? Not even sports, just anything in general?
I actually got him 2 different little tiny helmets. One was from Emmett Smith.
Oh.
And then there was one, it was from the 49ers, but I can't remember who it was that signed it for me.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. It was gifts for him.
He's off to a good start, it sounds like, in his collection.
It was, yes.
That's
and
awesome.
He's really into animals very much.
Sweet.
And building things. So we are building parts to a treehouse at this point, and him and his father are doing that together. While I'm here with you.
There you go. All right. Well, that's why we'll do that so if you can get back to him quick. Now, do you help with the treehouse or anything like that, or you let them?
Oh yeah, I
Get in
love
there.
woodworking. I love building fences and decks. Working on cars, landscaping, all that kind of thing. I love being outdoors. It just makes me feel alive.
So it sounds like you like to work with your hands. So we're gonna put your hands to work.
All right.
All right.
That's good.
Here we go. All right. So here's what I'll do.
Yes, please.
Well,
I'm not
of
good with
course.
the knives. I always end up cutting myself.
Neither am I. If my mother was watching this, she would probably say, "Why are you giving my son that?"
Right.
Yep.
You know.
Gotta keep Troy away from the sharp objects.
So that's why it should slide off easy for you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pass that to you, and you can
Okay.
do the honors. We're gonna see who is first up in this box, and you'll see it here on the screen. Oh, I think I know that one.
It's a classic.
That is a classic. Yeah, that's a Hall of Famer right
really
there.
Cool.
With a Hall of Fame son, I believe too. There you go.
You want me to take this off?
You can look at the no, yeah. You could keep that in the encasing, nice like that. And I think on the top it has the sticker of who it is.
Yeah, that's Bobby Holt.
Bobby Hall.
Nice.
Oh, I know that name.
See, I was gonna say I knew you would recognize it as soon as we said it.
I do. I remember that one. Okay. So
Yeah, gorgeous. So yeah, we just show it off and very nice. There you go.
Nice.
Whoops.
Bobby Hall got the inscription
Very
there,
nice.
Hall of Fame, 1983
Wow.
for the Blackhawks.
Wow.
So yeah,
That is really cool.
that is a cool one. I like that. I like the gold marker.
So would you like me to put it back in?
If you don't mind,
Okay.
and if you want, we could just slide those over to the side with David, and we'll just keep going.
So Tonya, are you still skating at all?
I haven't skated since, this whole sickness thingy happened. That.
Thank you.
But I miss it very much. I do. I miss it very, very much. But thank you.
Thank you.
Then I would love to go back now that you don't have to wear a mask, because I can't wear one. So,
So there you go.
You still think you could hit the triple?
no. Other triples, yes. But the triple, I don't think so. Okay.
All right, next up. So Phoenix Coyotes, Arizona Coyotes, whatever they call themselves now.
The Arizona-
Interesting signature there.
The Arizona State Coyotes.
I think that's
Yes.
a DH.
I was trying to figure that out too, or even the number. What does that look? A 35? Does that look like to you?
That's
35.
35? All right. And if you show up on the top, it should say who the name is.
There's the name.
Darcy.
Darcy Kemper.
Nice.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Which actually, Stanley Cup winning goalie, I believe last year, right? For the Avalanche?
If
I'm not mistaken?
Believe so.
I could be completely off. I'll be honest with
I'll
you.
just concur.
You'll just You'll just go with it, right?
I'll
Yeah,
just
it
go
sounds
with
good. It sounds good. Have you ever had a chance to I'm sure you have, go to some NHL games and that?
I have a long time ago.
Yeah.
I haven't done too much in the last couple of years.
Sure. No, I totally understand that. Everybody was in the same boat.
So
But
do you got like a favorite team or anything?
Not really. I just like watching. Hockey it has, besides the fighting, I hate it when they always fight, but there's just so much strength and the maneuvers and everything else. I mean, it reminded me of me on the ice, and it's pretty cool.
yeah.
Awesome.
Have you ever picked up a stick and tried to,
Oh, yeah. I can go really fast, even on hockey skates, but forget about the stick. I'm not good with it. I can't get anything to even hit it barely without going, damn.
It's all right. That's why I stick to baseball or something like that. I couldn't do it either. All right, we got a Washington Capitals old school puck here. That is an old school logo. I actually think I know this one. I have a guess. I'm pretty sure it's Adam Oates. Was I on?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. There's,
Score one for Troy. How about it?
there's
It's a nice looking puck.
cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
See, that's another good signature. I notice honestly that I feel like a lot of the older players or players that were in, the early 2000s, 90s, they have these nice signatures. But then the guys nowadays, it's just
You can't tell
Say
what
yes,
they
just
are.
Right.
See, I have practiced my signature for many years, just trying to figure out which way I like it the best. And people really want to know who it is that's signing it.
Correct.
So mine, you can actually read what it says.
yeah, I was gonna say it makes my job a lot easier, and it makes this easier, right? When we're doing this, if
Yeah.
you can actually tell who it is.
So you did a little bit with Dancing with the Stars as well. So
I did.
You got to share your experience on that show.
Oh my
with us.
God, it was amazing. It was so amazing. Just being there, it brought me being alive again back. Because, when after a while, you just kind of feel like you become nothing without performing. And I just love performing. You can read that one.
Oh yeah. Hall of Fame 1970. Oh, it's gonna date me a little bit as a 29-year-old. Who we got?
Dickie Moore.
Dickie Moore. What a name. That's such like a 1950s, 60s like player name, Dickie Moore. And I'm just thinking like an old timey hockey guy. Here comes Dickie Moore down the ice, something like that, So I got to ask too, with that Dancing with the Stars experience, what were some of like maybe the parallels or the differences that you saw between, the figure skating being on skates and then having to translate that on foot with dancing?
I thought that my skating abilities would have helped me on the dance floor.
Right.
And it did a little bit, but for the most part, it hindered me because in skating, it's like you find that spot and then you hold it. Well, in dancing, you don't hold anything. It's a continuous flowing motion. And trying to be in this position, it's like all the time.
Yeah.
And, it was harder than I thought it was going to be. But it was so exciting to be out there and be part of the show. And
Probably that adrenaline rush too of that live audience again too.
it was neat. It was really neat. I always, like I said, I loved performing, and being out there in front of everyone was like, it was truly an honor
Yeah.
to actually be out there one more time.
Who was your partner on that?
Sasha
Okay.
Farber.
What do we got? Oh, we got Flames.
Let's see, this is a tough one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna peek.
Rasmus
Anderson.
Rasmus Anderson. I don't recognize that name. That's
me either.
that's just me. I like to think I'm a hockey guy, but
Yeah.
then we get somebody like this. I'm like, I guess I don't know as much.
No idea.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. You're doing pretty good. I'm not just gassing you
Very
up
well.
here. I think you might have a future in this.
Oh, yay. Get to sit here and talk to people and have a good time and sweat to death.
Yeah, it's a little hot. It's a little hot in
It is a
here.
little toast.
Well,
It is a
and
little toasty.
I took my hair down because I thought it would look better, but now it's just like I wish it was up in a pony.
Now you were also part of a little cooking show. I
Oh my
read.
gosh, that was so cool too.
So you got to give us the rundown of this cooking show. How was that?
The first 2 days, I couldn't stand it because, I mean, I thought I knew how to cook, but you don't know how to cook unless you can do it from scratch.
Right.
And trying to figure out, what spices and what foods and oils and everything else that go together without taking two things and, putting arugula and cooking it. That was hilarious. And then the fire.
Oh, you had yourself a fire.
Oh,
Kim
boy.
Whitley and I were standing there, and she was on this side, and I was on this side, and I'm doing my thing. She's like, "Hey, babe," and I'm like, "Yeah, babe, what's up?" And she goes, "Hey, Tonya," and I go, "What?" She goes, "Fire," and I went, "Oh."
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, and I'm like, "Turn it off, help me turn it off." None of the stoves liked me. They were always different. And then trying to learn, I mean, they have pans for certain things. It's just like, okay, well, pan's a pan. Oh, no, it's not.
Nope. Nope. Yeah. Oh man. It's sometimes I feel like I get caught up watching that Food Network stuff, and like you said, you think cooking, right? Until you see all that, and they start talking about stuff and
Yes.
this and that, and you got to chop it this way, and I'm just like, this is over my
Oh,
head.
yes. And don't put your finger out, because then you get the little line down it.
Yep.
You always tuck the finger. And this I can't do. I'm not good at
Oh,
chopping.
God,
I
yeah.
like doing this.
Yeah. So that's a technique that they say to like kind of stay away from. They want you to.
Keep that finger hold the knife this way. And then I went this. She didn't say bad. She didn't say anything bad about that, because I can't do it this way.
No.
It just doesn't work. My fingers don't bend that way.
I tell you right now too. I would argue that I leave the cooking to other people. Food always tastes better when somebody else is cooking it. That's my
And
argument.
cleaning it up.
Well, that too. I may, if somebody makes me a really good meal, I may decide to pitch in
Yes,
to help
absolutely.
clean. I think that's the least I can do.
I feel like Troy and I really want to be like Gordon Ramsay at heart, because we are always watching like cooking or food like Instagram reels, and then if we try it,
Yeah, and then I do nothing about it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, this looks good. I would love to make this, but I'm
Yeah.
good.
Got a saber.
Oh, we got a Sabre hometown team here. 1985.
Bob.
Goodness, Bob. I don't know. Do you know this one? I'm looking off camera for help here. Who do we got? Bob Sauve? Solve. Excuse me, I should have known. Sauve.
French.
Rico Suave right there. Rico Suave puck. That's a nice one. All the inscriptions all over in that. I love
That's pretty
that.
cool.
That is a good one.
So what was harder, Dancing with the Stars, the cooking show, or celebrity boxing?
Well, the celebrity boxing, of course. I mean, I look like an idiot chasing her around the ring. And she kept turning her head. It's like, look at me, woman.
Yeah, right. Face
She's
me,
like,
woman.
don't punch me in the nose. I just had my nose job done. I'm like,
It's boxing.
well, it was 4 years ago.
Who was it that you ended up facing in that?
Paula Jones.
Oh, jeez.
And, well, I'm like, okay. Well, she got one good licking on me. And then I'm like, all right, it's on.
It's on.
It's on, like Donkey
One-
Kong.
As soon as you get popped in the nose or like you get that good,
Oh, yeah, it's like, wait a second. You said don't punch me in the nose.
Right.
Isn't it supposed to go both ways?
nope. That's not.
No.
Wow. That is a dirty move right there by her. Okay, so
Five
Stanley
Blues.
Cup champions, Blues.
Bennington.
You're gonna go Bennington.
And
Look
he's
at-
correct.
Look at you,
Jordan Bennington.
the guy with the novice hockey knowledge. But I like the pen they used on that too. That was a nice blue.
Well, the only hockey pucks I knew before the cooking show was the hamburger patties that I would make.
Oh. You could send those things through a glass window.
Oh, yeah.
Just
All
frisbee?
my friends would say, "Oh, it's so yummy."
So they fake it till they make it, right? They just a little
I
nibble
crunch.
like, oh yeah, that's
I mean,
good.
they did. They looked totally like hockey pucks. They were perfect. Perfectly sized.
Perfectly sized hockey pucks. You know what? You used the word perfect in there, so you did something right. You know what I mean? Now, do you feel like so that's an example there, the cooking show. Did you take what you learned and do you still implement it to this day and like use that in your cooking at home for your son and your husband or?
Sometimes. For the most part, everything's pre-made and you just got to add your spices. That's how I knew how to cook
That's the-
till I got on the show.
Hamburger helper is a hell of a meal.
It used to be.
Used to be.
I've had it recently, and I'm like, what were we thinking?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally don't eat that anymore. I didn't have that a couple months ago. You're right. It's terrible.
Trust me, we didn't have it last week either.
Love that. All right, we got a Maple Leaf player here. David, any guesses? John, 90. I feel like I see a 91. Is that Tavares, maybe?
I don't know. It looks like Captain Crunch down here.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
definitely
have
Captain Crunch.
absolutely no idea.
All right, who do we got?
Wendell Clark.
One thing I remember visually about Wendell Clark, fantastic mustache while he played. Great handlebars. See, Tyler knows all about the mustaches.
Was he the one that had the really, really, really?
That was Lanny McDonald.
Okay.
That's who you're thinking of.
Okay.
But that's a good reference right there. That's a great reference. Yes, I love a good mustache on a player. I'm not gonna lie. Probably sounds like a weird thing to say, but trust me, it's not.
It's just one of those things in hockey.
Exactly.
You have a mustache.
Missing teeth and mustaches. That's old school hockey right there. That's old school hockey.
It's the look.
It's the look. It is. It's quite the look,
It's a vibe.
as the kids would say.
Oh, another saber.
Another. Oh,
Oh man.
this is my favorite era here. I think I know this one. Donald Audette is who I'm gonna
Whoops.
guess.
Number 52.
He might not have been.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
Anderchuk.
I was gonna say it and I didn't.
Damn.
Sorry, I keep bringing it to my look.
No, you're
that's
fine.
fine.
You're,
That's fine.
like I said, you're doing a
Yeah,
great
that's
job.
fine.
See, that's why the TV helps. A little BTS for you guys. We got a TV that we're looking at that shows the overhead camera.
It's
It's
really
seeing
cool. I've
what
never
you're
had.
seeing.
I don't think I've ever had an overhead camera before.
Hey, kudos to the director of content over there.
Yeah,
He's the one who
this is
thinks of
awesome.
those things.
Shout out
This is
Tyler
awesome.
P.
Not bad, not bad. Why did I say Donald? I wanted it to be Donald Audette. All right, last box.
A last box.
Oh, I know, right? It's too much fun.
It is. It's too much fun. I can sit here and talk all day.
We gotta get you to say last pack magic.
We could do that.
Last pack magic.
Oh,
Yes.
Steve will love that. Steve will love that. I know.
Look
We
into
could
the
just.
camera when I say it, or what do you want?
Hey, you know what? Whatever you
Or
want.
is yours.
You're the guest here. I want you to feel comfortable. You do whatever you want here.
Last.
Pack magic.
Okay. Last pack magic.
Perfect. That was right on. The last one. I know.
Okay.
Can we? I wish we could get another case. We could be here all day.
It's gonna make David.
All right. Let's see.
Sid the kid.
Did I not do a good job of cutting this
Oh,
one?
Nope, it's the last one.
Of course.
Of course.
Here. See.
Giving it back.
Okay.
Don't go
Now
towards
I
your
think we're
hand.
I know.
Away from your hand.
The disappointment.
Okay.
The disappointment.
Last one.
Here we go.
Are you kidding?
Come on. I know I cut that one, I promise.
No, you didn't.
I swear I did.
It's not open. Look.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
I guess
Take
I
3.
swear I did that. All right. Damn thing's going to open now. You better believe
Last
it.
one.
You better believe it. Last one for the third time.
Yes.
Last one. We
There we
promise.
go.
Third time's
we
a
go.
charm.
Oh, the reveal.
Canadians.
Montreal Canadiens. Oh.
Jonathan Marshall? No.
A G. Plant? Jacques Plant.
Number 60.
Let's see.
Jose.
Jose.
Oh my goodness.
Josie Theodore. I was way off.
Yeah,
I didn't do very well.
Jose.
Jose Theodore.
Jose Theodore.
That's a nice one, too.
Wait, who did Marshall even play for the Canadians?
I don't know. We'll have to look that up. But that was a good
What am
guess
I
on your
doing?
I'll just say it was a good guess on your part. So there it is.
Awesome.
I mean, thoughts. Thoughts on your first ever time breaking and opening that stuff. What do you think?
Oh, it was cool. You know, I didn't have to smash nothing. So, it was,
See?
you know, it's breaking it open. It was like, yay.
Breaking, right. It's not smashing it open. We just had you break it open.
That's right. Woohoo.
Just gently.
It was awesome. I truly appreciate you having me here. This has just been really fun, and I enjoy everybody's company. And what you guys do here is just so amazing. I mean, looking at the warehouse with everything, it's just like, wow, I'm overwhelmed. And
Yeah.
being able to know, give me 51.96. Here you go.
Yep.
And I'm like going, well, but how?
Yeah, right?
How did you know where it was?
It's a lot to take in, for sure.
It was really cool, though.
Oh, yeah. It's like a library out there. You got to know the Dewey Decimal System and everything to find something.
Yeah.
It's definitely mind-blowing. Like, Troy and I were actually working in the warehouse Monday, pulling orders, and, like, it was my first experience doing that, and it was just overwhelming how much stuff is here. It's crazy.
It was definitely a lot of stuff, and it was really cool, though. I mean, this is such a really cool thing that you guys do. I mean, you are putting smiles on people's faces every single day.
We try.
And, and giving, and their wishes, and their futures possibly, because it is, a really good investment to be able to, get these types of autographs from people, whether it be, on a funny little, like bubble thingy, or, whether it's on a little football or an ice skate, So it's really exciting for me to be part of it, and I thank you so very much.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate you coming.
Able to come, dude.
Thanks. I get to go to Niagara Falls today.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Enjoy it. It's a big flowing water. I've seen it a couple times.
I've seen that. I've seen it on TV, but I've been to Buffalo 3 times. I've been to New York so many times. I've never been able to go.
Never been, huh?
No, I've never been able to. It's usually, the hotel and the ice rink.
That's it, right? Yeah, there and back, there and back.
Hotel and the studio. And it's like, oh, okay, bye.
You'll enjoy it.
Gotta make sure you go on the Maid of the Mist.
Oh, is it fun?
It's
a good time.
Yeah, you'll get.
Can I go in these clothes?
Yeah, they'll give you the poncho. Here's the thing: you think it's hot under the lights right now? Go to the Maid of the Mist. You'll cool off right away.
Yep,
100%.
I can imagine.
And we'll give you the poncho and everything. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Good. Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks again. I really appreciate you coming,
Yes,
and enjoy the rest of your time here in Western New York.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless everybody.
Back to you, Troy. Thanks, Troy. No. Bad.
How's your soup?
Oh, don't mind me. Just having some noodle soup out of my
Big bowl?
my super. This is my super bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like just a big bowl. Like it's a super.
It's my yeah, it's a good Super Bowl. It definitely hasn't been sitting here the whole episode, so it's piping hot.
Nice.
It's definitely not room temperature.
What is it? Ramen, or is it like a little chicken noodle? What do you got?
It's my Super Bowl. Anyways, Meerkat, sir, totally forgot in the beginning of the show. We got some giveaway information that we got to get to. First and foremost, who won the Jersey Fusion? And secondly, how are people going to win the pucks from the Tonya Harding break?
All right, so is my mic on? We have, there we go. Hey. So first up, our Jersey Fusion winner taking home all 4 boxes of the Jersey Fusion broken on last show. I actually just saw him in the chat, friend of the program. Going home, said the Rocky City Connect jerseys are his favorite right now, but he likes a lot of the City Connect jerseys. That's right, it is Bill Dozer Max. Woo, 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 woo.
Bill Dozer.
Woo, woo.
The Dozer.
Bill Dozer. So, Bill, reach out to the Chase at dacardworld.com with your shipping information. I mean, we probably have it somewhere, but just make it easy for us. Give us all your shipping info. We'll get those out to you ASAP. And then to win the pucks that you guys broke with Tonya Harding, first of all, great break. That was awesome.
Thank you.
But second, instead of giving all 10 pucks to one person, everybody's going to eat today. Everybody's going to eat. We're giving 10 pucks, 1 puck to 10 different people. That's right. There are going to be 10 winners for these pucks to enter. Comment on the YouTube or here in the Twitch chat live right now. Who is your favorite winter sport athlete of all time and why? So you can go Shaun White, you can go hockey, you can go curling, you can go luge, whatever. Let us know your favorite winter sport athlete of all time in the YouTube comments when we get this uploaded or live in the Twitch chat right now, and we'll announce all 10 winners on Monday.
Can we say the Jamaican bobsled team?
You got to tell us who on the team.
Okay, never mind.
The whole team? That's cheating.
Okay.
And we don't like cheaters. All right? Not a fan. Okay, last thing we got to get to before we wrap this show up. Guys, did you enjoy the Diamond Icons break?
I did. I know. I certainly.
We had fun. The crowd's going nuts. Well, guess what? We're back.
Woo! Dave Diamond's coming at you,
That's
Troy
right,
Danger.
ladies and gentlemen.
Where's my monocle?
We're going to have another huge break. Stevens, could you show them what's going to be in the break? Ladies and gentlemen, direct you to your screen. Well, actually, can you show the boxes, please, first, if you don't mind, sir? He's getting there. Don't worry.
We're getting
there. It is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the big game break. Football season kickoff, 4-case mixer, 32 random team break. It's a super VIP, baby. Guess what the cases are in there? You can see them on the screen. We got a case of Eminence. We got a case of Flawless. We got a case of National Treasures. And we got a select case, baby. 4 of the biggest releases for the 2021 football class. That's right. Your Trevor Lawrence, your Zach Wilson, your Justin Fields, your Trey Lance. Woo! The list goes on and on and on. This is scheduled for September 6th. That's right. Write it in your calendars right now. September 6th at 6:37 p.m.
September 6th.
Kind of like the kickoff of a certain game. The big game, if you will. But, you know, Meerkat, do you have a couple more little details for us here?
So, guys, what did we give away last time? Oh, yeah, a $10,000 diamond in
Not
the
a big
Diamond
deal.
Icons break. So, for our NFL season kickoff, what are we going to give away? 2 tickets to the big game. And for legal protection, we aren't going to say what this game is called, but we all know what it is. It's a pretty big game. Some may say it's super. And, you know, when the winner of the AFC plays the winner of the NFC, that's the game we're talking about here.
Oh.
That's right. 2 tickets to that big
paradise?
game. To paradise, literally in paradise. These tickets are valued over $12,000, and they also give you access to the Touchdown Club, which exclusive club with an unrivaled pregame party, full bar, tailgate fare, tons of video screens, everything. I mean, this is a catered experience to the big game. 2 tickets, and hey, if you're like, hey, I don't want to go to the big game for some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah.
They're transferable. They're worth $12K. Just saying.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Just
This
saying.
is worth $12K.
Give
We
it to
got
me.
some super tickets for the super game for this super break. Everything is coming up super.
For the soup. Herbal. Soup.
Bowl.
It's in a bowl.
Obviously. We're actually talking about the Puppy Bowl.
Love the puppy bowl. Actually, you know what we're talking about? We're talking what? The supper bowl? Oh yeah, the supper bowl. The supper bowl. Yeah, there you go. I was eating that. I was enjoying that, but you can have that now. Whew. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Big news right there. It is live on our website right now, dacardworld.com. Go to the live breaks tab. And then make sure you go to the football section and scroll down. It'll be there. Thanks to Sean for putting that up. Hope you guys buy into that. We are so excited to rip that open and, of course, give away 2 tickets to that game that usually lands on the first or second weekend of February. And the 2 teams play each other. Whoever scores the most points and touchdowns and field goals at the end of the game wins. And they're champions of the league. That's all we got to say.
There's like a trophy, too, I think.
Maybe. I think so. Anyways, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining the chase. Another great week in the books. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay tuned to the Twitch channel. Steve will be on with group breaks and personal breaks. We're out this B. That's all I got to say. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, follow. Do everything you got to do across our platforms. DA Card World. That's it right there. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple as well. If you can't catch us, replay will also be up on YouTube. Great show today. Make sure you catch that later. And, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one thing left to remember. It's all about the chase.
Have a good weekend.
We'll see you guys.
Stay
Top
hydrated.
Guys out.